Well, welcome everyone to the final round of pool play here at the Badminton New Zealand Tertiary National Championship. And it is a match that has plenty riding on it in Group A. There are only 3 teams, but only 2 of the 3 can go through to tomorrow's semi-finals. And essentially, it means it's a must-win for AUT up against Auckland University #1 team. I'm joined by representatives of both teams. Daxon, how's your Auckland Uni team feeling? You're sitting pretty comfortably looking to the semis?
Yep, so yeah, we quite an important tie for us, so we'll try and put our strongest team forward. Yeah, and hopefully we can take the win.
And Nick, for you guys though, for AUT, there's a bit of pressure. This is it's almost like a quarterfinal, isn't it? You've got to win this one.
Yeah, tough first tie for us, but everyone's ready to come out and work hard, and hopefully we can get a couple games and hopefully it goes our way.
Have you guys looked at this tactically? I mean, are there some matches that you've really targeted for this one, or are you just looking to try and win them all?
Not specifically. We're kind of just going out and trying to win every game that we possibly can. So, 5-0 is always the goal, but we'll see how it goes.
Good stuff. Good luck, guys, to both teams. So it is Auckland University #1 and AUT. And as I say, AUT have to win this if they are to go through to tomorrow's semi-finals. I'm delighted to have alongside me for this one, multiple New Zealand champion and absolute superstar of the sport here. Anona Pack is joining me for this one. What do you like about this tie, Anona?
So about this tie, it will be quite hard for AUT to come through, but hopefully they'll get there, and yeah, we'll see how they go.
Yeah, so it is going to be interesting, Anona, that tactically, I'm sure that these teams will look at some of these matches, and while they won't sacrifice anything, they will have a look at ones that they might be a better chance to win. As we look at the Auckland lineup, with their strength obviously with the experience of, and still young, but experience of Oscar Guo, Nico Taggel, of course, Alyssa Taggel, they're the heart of this side, aren't they? Dakman Vong as well, they've all got experience at a higher level. Yeah,
so looking at the team list, all quite strong, all still training, and mostly from Auckland and North Harbour.
From their associations. We look at AUT, and Nick Gerald, we just spoke with, not playing in this one, but Sally Fu, obviously the strength of this side in that women's singles. She will be tough to beat. I don't know a lot about the rest of their lineup. Where else do you see their strengths being in this team?
Their strength mostly around the girls, I reckon, because I know Alicia, junior player as well, and yeah, Sally, you know her, train together, and Kevin, I think, used to play. Yeah.
So let's see how they go. Let's have a look at the lineup of matches, and Oscar Guo and Kevin Zhang will get us underway, followed by the women's singles, men's doubles, and women's doubles, and then Nico Taggel and Deborah Yin. Now that's a change. Nico and Alyssa, they did partner up in the mixed earlier today, but they've changed that up for the mixed for Auckland University, whilst Zhang and Fong will finish things for AUT. Remember, AUT has to win this one if they are to be a chance of making it through to tomorrow morning's semi-finals. Let's welcome our first match on court as we get this one underway. It's men's singles. Our umpire for this one, Bikash Mukherjee, leads the players out. So of course, very first live streaming broadcast of National Tertiary Championships in association with University and Tertiary Sport New Zealand. Wonderful initiative. And the patience from the players and the universities as well, hugely appreciated as we've had to delay and eventually get this tournament underway.
So you will, sir? Yeah.
The players decided that. They didn't even bother telling Bikash what was going on. But he'll make his way up the ladder and settle in and get ready. So the players had their final 2-minute warm-up.
Yep, would be a tough match for Zhang against Oscar. Oscar being an attacking player there.
Second year Bachelor of Medicine, of course, his pre-med year last year. Pretty much took time out from badminton, didn't he? Didn't play too much seriously anyway. I'm sure he kept in shape, but back into it now and into his second year of studies at Auckland University. He is multi-talented, is Oscar Guo. And as Anona's just said, very aggressive. Will look to use that power that he has whenever he can. Kevin Zhang at 24 years of age. He's in his 4th year studying towards becoming a physiotherapist. And he has played this tournament previously back in 2017. So whilst he has the edge in age, Oscar's played the higher level of badminton, hasn't he? Oscar Guo also, as you see, if you've never seen him play before, left-handed, but he is very, very powerful. And if he gets a good start, he's really tough to pull back. He loves to play from in front.
Ready to play?
No service judge, and just the one line judge assisting Bikash Mukherjee, so he will be all eyes on every shot played. So just recapping some of the earlier results. Auckland with a 4-1 win over Waikato, and AUT were pipped by the Waikato University team 3-2, so both Auckland and Waikato have one win, and AUT now, this is their last chance to get a win and then force a count back to see which of the two teams go through to the semis. Pretty warm conditions. The weather outside is very settled, very warm.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Auckland AUT, represented by Kevin Zhang. On my left, Auckland University, represented by Oscar Guo. Kevin Zhang to serve, love all, play. Service over.
Talk about his
One
power, but there's a lovely soft touch as well.
Out. 2 love.
Well played. The defensive
Service
work
over.
by Zhang.
1, 2.
Will be interesting to see how Kevin gets himself out of that trouble.
Yeah, because there's no doubt he's going to be in trouble.
Service
at times,
over.
isn't he? He's going to
with
be
all the
defending a lot.
Yeah, with the
One.
aggressive shots coming from Oscar.
Well played
Service
by
over.
Zhang.
2, 3.
He does find the opportunity to get that shuttle on the floor. He's got to take it.
Service over. 4, 2. Five, 2.
Smash from that forehand corner from Oscar.
Change.
So explosive. Just loves to launch himself into those smashes.
Up. 6-2.
And he has the beautiful control as well, doesn't it? And it's so important. You can't be one-dimensional, can you?
No, yeah. Again, nice setup for himself, pulling Kevin out in the corners and bring him back in.
So Guo is taking an early stranglehold on this one. It's long. It's gone wide, and they'll go for a drink and a chat with their respective coaches or support staff. And I also notice, Anona, about Oscar, and we're sitting watching courtside. We're on the floor courtside. Of all the players in all the matches so far today, Oscar is the one that you can feel through the floor.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? His feet, he's very sure.
Yep.
It's not that he's heavy-footed, but wow, he's so sure of his footwork, isn't he? And it's noticeable with him compared to every other player.
Yeah, he's reactive every single shot. Even before Kevin hits, he knows where that next shot is going to be.
Yeah. Very, very definite in his movement.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. 11-2. Play. Service over.
That's good from Zhang.
3-11. Service over.
That's the third time there.
12-3.
Oh, lovely shot from
Service
Zhang.
over. 4-12. Five, 12. Fault.
That's the power.
Service over. 13-5.
Oscar changing his racket, broke his string.
And asking for that to be taken away immediately. They can be restrung here in the office of the Counties Manukau Badminton Hall.
Ooh.
14-5.
He's just playing superbly.
15-5. Out. Service over. 6-15. Seven, 15.
Certainly that's a good shot for Zhang, isn't it?
Yep.
Into that backhand corner of Oscar Guo. Not that he has many weaknesses, but Zhang's won a few points down there.
Yeah, it comes back quite short as well, and Kevin's quite tall himself, and getting that angle down is easy for him.
Service over. 16-7.
That's
17-7.
profitable for Guo into that backhand front court of Zhang.
$18-7.
Well played, Zhang again.
Service over.
Not so much outright pace, it was the angle, wasn't it?
Yep.
18.
Making Oscar stretch for them.
Service over.
That smash is so
19-8.
powerful.
Oh, and he's playing it almost from the mid-court, isn't he?
Yeah.
Zhang just not enough depth.
Service over. 9-19. Service over. 20. Game point 9.
Oh, nice
Service
deception.
over. 10-20. $11-20.
It's a good little
12,
fight back here
20.
from Zhang. You would think it's not going to help him win this first game, but it might give him some confidence going into the second. And there it is,
Game.
Oscar Guo with the lovely backhand touch.
First game won by Auckland Uni 21-12.
He really does look to be finding some pretty good form, Oscar Guo. I think, understandably, a little bit rusty through the New Zealand League, which was played essentially right on the back of the first lockdown, but with more time, more training, he looks to be getting back to near to his best.
Yeah, it's pretty hard coming back from lockdown, getting up to fitness, getting up to strength. So yeah, Oscar looking good on court.
Can Zhang turn this around though? What have you seen? What have you seen from him? What does he need to do more of to be in the match?
I think in the last 3 points, he's starting adding a little bit more height into Oscar's forehand because the flat ones gets him into trouble. And then bringing Oscar in to the front as well, making him work that extra step is working for Kevin.
Certainly that little run of points there will give him some confidence, I'm sure. Just great to see the National Tertiary Championship being streamed for the first time. Did you play in this tournament, Anona?
Yeah, I played, I think when it first started, so we didn't play in the hall, we actually played at Auckland Uni Gym, at the courts there, and it was pretty scary because it was raining and the courts were super slippery as well.
Conditions pretty good today. It's very warm outside, so quite humid inside here. You see Oscar Guo taking every moment that he can in this break. And you played for?
Massey, yeah.
And you finished all your studies now?
All finished.
You're smiling as you say that. Glad to be finished? Good times though, while you're at university?
Yeah, I like studying, but it was nice to finish off the degree and focus more on badminton because I was studying in Palmy.
Second game. Love ball. Play.
Kevin Zhang, can he fight his way into this match?
Out. 1 love.
just takes one opportunity
Two,
for Guo's
love.
power to finish a rally.
Check.
I guess it's just typical of the tertiary institutions and the courses that they excel in, but 5 of the AUT team are studying to be physios.
3, love.
Physiotherapy, health science, a big strength of AUT.
Four, love.
Great shot, wasn't it, from Guo to
5,
send Zhang
love.
back again.
Yeah.
He's in trouble
6,
here, Zhang.
love.
Guo is away, and you watch how quickly he tries to play now.
Seven, love. Service over. 1, 7.
It seems like Kevin moved his base forward, trying to get the net shots that Oscar hits.
2, 7.
Is that a good thing that he moves forward?
Yep, knowing that he missed a few at the net, so moving his base forward gives him the extra speed to get there earlier.
That's hard to
Service
combat,
over.
though, isn't it, when Guo's playing like
8,
this?
2.
Well, good scrambling by Guo, but Zhang deservedly winning the point.
Service over. 3, 8.
I'll take a moment here. And Oscar Guo, many of these players are used to having floor wipers come out there and do the job, but getting out there and doing the work himself.
Thank you.
Umpire Vikash Mukherjee literally saying thank you. Good job, Oscar, well done. Zhang needs a run of points here.
Good save.
Service over. 9, 3.
Must have just caught the line. He's not playing badly, is he, Zhang?
Oh yeah, he's pretty solid, but Oscar's attack is just too powerful for him.
Oh, that is superb.
11, 3, interval.
And a chance for Kevin to have a think about it and talk to the coach again, but I'm just not sure today that he can stop this freight train that is Oscar Guo. Once he gets in front, he just starts to speed up play. He's away, he's gone, isn't he, before you know it.
Those extra height in Kevin's lifts, actually, they're beneficial for Kevin himself because Oscar just don't attack from them. He gets behind the shot when it goes too high.
So pace to Guo comes back with more pace.
Yeah.
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds. 11-3, play. Twelve, 3.
It's
13-3.
too easy, just lifting onto the forehand smash.
Fourteen, 3.
Running away with it now.
Fifteen, 3. Service over. 4-15. Service over. 16-4. Service over. 5-16.
Guo does have a BWF World Singles ranking at the moment in the 300s, but I'm pretty sure, I can't find the exact number, but I'm pretty sure at 18 years of age she was in the 200s. As Zhang controls that rally superbly.
6-16.
Just underlining the quality of this young player. Having taken a year off essentially for his pre-med studies. Look for that ranking to climb again.
Service over. 17-6. Eighteen, 6. Out. Service over. 7-18.
I don't think the scoreline does Kevin Zhang justice, really.
Out. 8-18.
Oh, that is the shot of the match.
Very nice.
9-18.
Beautiful angle.
Ten, 18.
A nice little run here for Kevin Zhang. It may be just that too little too late, unfortunately. Push that one long.
Service over. 19-10. Service over. 11-19.
Oh, it's cruel in a way. He's just moving Kevin Zhang left and right and forward and
20.
back.
Match point, 11.
Superb performance from Oscar Guo for Auckland University.
Service over. 12-20.
And he wraps it up. Kevin Zhang's played really well, but he's come up against a really impressive Oscar Guo. And on that sort of form, he
Match
would be
won by Auckland University,
tough for
21,
anyone
12,
in
21,
New Zealand
12.
to bowl. And Kevin Zhang just couldn't do so today, but that gives the University of Auckland the best possible start to the tie. Remember, AUT must win. They need to win this to have any chance of going through to the semi-finals. But it is Oscar Guo in straight games, getting Auckland University off to the best possible start. Up next, stay with us. It's the women's singles featuring Sally Fu of AUT.
Wellington taught me how to take a stance, question my beliefs, care about things, you know? It's a political town. People fight for the stuff that's important to them. Equality, art, sport, fashion, whatever it is. I love it. My life is so much bigger, more colourful, more interesting now.
Dunedin, the city, is just so friendly.
It's a big city, it's a big student city.
I love that you can walk everywhere and that everything's accessible.
The campus is just pretty much in the heart of the city as well.
What the students offer to the city is something that you don't get too many other places.
That's the great thing about this university, you will find your people.
It feels like a university with a city attached to it.
It's exceeded my expectations in every way. It's unbelievable.
FISU, World of University Sport.
This is the University of Waikato, where every day people are making a positive change. Where research helps tackle global challenges and elite athletes can compete at the top of their game. A place where people are given the tools to protect their whenua for future generations. Where talent is nurtured and excellence is celebrated. It's a place where industry, innovation and education converge, and where moments are shared with loved ones. It's a place where teaching and learning has no borders, and people of all races and cultures work together as one. Our people, our future. Positive change starts here.
FISU, World of University Sport.
Welcome back to Papakura, the county's Manukau Badminton Hall for this Badminton New Zealand Tertiary National Championships in association with UTSNZ, the University and Tertiary Sport New Zealand. And today is the pool play, preliminary games before we get into playoff games, semi-finals and finals tomorrow here at the same venue. AUT, if they want to be in a semi-final tomorrow, they have to win this tie, but they are trailing after that win by Oscar Guo. There's so much quality still to come across both lineups in the 5 matches. But now it's time for the women's singles. Let's welcome Jacqueline Yu and Sally Fu. Bikash Mukherjee is a busy man. I think he might have control of all of these matches in this tie, as they've effectively assigned an umpire to each tie. There are 2 other ties being played elsewhere in the gym, with Massey currently playing Otago and University of Auckland 2 up against Victoria University of Wellington.
Red or black? Black. Okay.
Tash is all sorted. And Sally deciding to receive.
All smiles from Jacqueline.
Yeah, and she's a good enough player to give herself a chance in this. 20 years of age, third year studying science at the University of Auckland. Didn't play singles earlier today. Played in a doubles win with Deborah Yin over Waikato, so they're just shifting things around in this Auckland team. So clearly the favourite in this particular match is this lady, Sally Fu. Decorated career already at the age of 21, third year, studying health science, and is another one on her way to becoming a physiotherapist, and has played in this tournament previously in 2018. And she will be the favourite here. Anona Pack is alongside me in commentary. But Sally will know she'll have to play well, because she'll be up against a player in Jacqueline who has nothing to lose.
Yeah, I think we will see like a reverse of the men's singles, where Auckland Uni was quite strong, and here we have Sally Fu for AUT.
So if Jacqueline's going to win, she's going to have to be good defensively, yeah, and just absorb that pressure. Sally, another one of our top players who was very much involved in the Learn Coach New Zealand League. What a great 7 weeks of badminton that was, and a great opportunity for our high performance players and players emerging out of the junior squad as well, the development squad.
Yeah, I think Jacqueline and Sally were together teammates in the World Junior 2 years ago.
Okay, so they'll know each other's games pretty well. Final warm-up concluded.
Ladies and gentlemen,
here we go.
On my right, AUT represented by Sally Fu, and on my left, Auckland University represented by Jacqueline Yu. Jacqueline Yu to serve, love all, play. Service over. 1 love. Out. Service over. 1 all.
Looked in.
Service over. 2-1.
Jacqueline serves a bit short. Easy for Sally.
Initially, good movement from you,
3,
but Sally Fu
1.
was too accurate, and the players just sharing a smile or two there as well. They know each other well.
Out. Service over. 2-3. Service over. 4-2. Service over. 3-4.
Good shot from Jacqueline.
I mentioned that World Juniors, it was a couple of years back in Indonesia.
Service over.
They were both on
5-3.
that World Junior team that finished a very creditable 20th at the World Championship, which is the best placing by a New Zealand junior team over the last decade.
Out. 6-3.
I tell you, this is very competitive,
7-3.
but both players are struggling not to break out into the giggles here.
Yeah, I guess it's hard when one is training competitively and the other is playing for uni.
8-3.
It's like friendly rivalry. Too friendly.
Oh, lovely
Service
drop there.
over.
That took the smile off Sally's
4-8.
Caught her by surprise. Nope, still smiling.
Service over. 9-4.
Ooh, good serve.
10-4.
Oh, so close.
11-4 interval.
You just needed another millimetre of height there, and that shuttle would have toppled over. Sally Fu in control. This is following a very similar pattern, and
Court
again,
1, 20
in
seconds.
reverse.
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Nona, you mentioned that it was role reversal with Sally from AUT being the aggressor here, but it's very similar
4,
pattern. Kevin Jang was
play.
very competitive, but just couldn't get there, and at the moment, Jacqueline Yu competing well, but just not finding the right shot often enough. Oh, beautiful elevation, then the drop
Service
shot
over.
right from the backcourt.
5-11. Service over. 12-5. Out. Service over. 6-12. Service over. 13-6.
In any other circumstance, it would be seen as arrogance, but both these ladies are just
14-6.
chuckling away.
Service over. 7-14. Service over. 15-7.
Pretty comfortable margin now for Sally Fu. That's nice.
Service over. 8-15.
Pulled Sally to the deep forehand corner and then cross court.
There's that power.
Service over. 16-8.
It's also how late she indicates where she's going, isn't it, Sally
Yeah.
Fu? The player, her opponent, is left stranded mid-court.
17-8. 18-8.
Was well in.
(19-8).
Racing now to a conclusion, it would seem, in this first game.
Game point 8. Game. First game won by AUT 21-8.
Sally Fu with a dominance that is reflected on the scoreboard, but it feels very similar to that men's singles that Jacqueline Yu is competitive, playing well enough, but it feels like she has to be right at the top of her game and then hope that Sally starts to miss a few.
Yeah.
AUT, a little more pressure on them, but equally, University of Auckland, it's not a dissimilar situation or motivation, because if they are to lose, then they throw themselves into a countback situation with all three teams. So we have been saying that AUT must win to make
second
the
game
semi-finals, or at least have a chance. But
love all play.
For Auckland, they know that if they win, they are definitely in the semi-finals.
1 love. Two love.
It's just
Three
so hard to play
love.
against, isn't it?
Out. 4 love.
Jacqueline seems troubled. She's looking for the gaps, but Sally just don't show any gaps.
5 love.
Yeah, this is tough now, isn't it? Having lost the first game, to be down by 5 so quickly.
Six love.
Turning on the style and the afterburners.
Out. 7 love.8 love.
This is just an irresistible run here from Sally Fu.
Sally's overpowering Jacqueline with her strength, her power.
Oh, didn't quite have the finish though.
Over. 1-8. Service over. 9-1. 10-1. One interval.
And the interval, you would think, is about the only thing delaying the inevitable here. Sally Fu rehydrates. What can Jacqueline Yu change tactically, if anything? Is it in her hands, or is Sally Fu just completely bossing this?
Well,
what do you do? What do you do to try and take away the weapon?
I guess you just have to try hard for every point and fight for it, because Sally is just too powerful, and you need to play power back to get the shot over and
Court 1, 20 seconds.
hitting
Court
to
1,
Sally's
20 seconds.
spots.
Yeah. Thank you, coach.
And it looks like Jackie seems to be getting a little bit tired as well.
11-1. Play.
Not surprised. That scoreboard would make anyone a bit sick and tired.
Out.
There's a break that goes
Service
her way.
over. 2-11. Out.
So that deep push
Service
into
over.
Jacqueline's backhand.
12-2.
It's quite dangerous for Jacqueline, but it's beneficial for Sally. That's why Sally keeps punching it there.
Service over. 3-12. Service over. 13-3. If
Oscar Guo was impressive in the men's singles, then Sally Fu just as. Really, really high level of play.
15-3. Service over. 4-15.
Just grabbing that shoulder, the racket shoulder at the moment, which is a concerning sign.
Service over. 16-4.
Jacqueline Yu. Still keep an eye on that. Sally Fu looking to close this out pretty quickly.
Out. 17-4.
It is
18-4.
inevitable now. And I think it has been for some time. Again, just off camera, Jackie Yu just trying to get that shoulder. Not sure she's got too much left in it.
Match point 4.
Sally just knows. She moved there before Jacqueline hits. Good fight from Jacqueline.
5-20.
Game. Beautiful shot to win it. Ironically, taking the pace off that shot to win the match, but it's a dominant performance from Sally Fu, controlling from start to finish. It's a long way up to the handshake.
Match
Big Cash
won by
Lockett.
AUT 21-8, 21-5.
That levels the tie-up between these two near neighbours in the Auckland tertiary market. There's the University of Auckland 1 and now AUT 1. And the race to 5 matches to be played in the tie. Sally Fu, comprehensive in her victory over Jacqueline Yu. They'll go and share a few stories and perhaps a couple more giggles, the two very close friends after that encounter. Coming up next, stay with us. It is the men's doubles.
FISU, World of University Sport.
Get ready. Be inspired. Be courageous. Be great. Explore the world and share your discoveries. Find your passion in surprising places. Think differently. Challenge perspectives. Create. Innovate. Respond and then adapt. Connect and influence. Be curious. Be critical. Ask questions. Find new solutions. Make waves. And get ready for the world.
We're back at the county's Manukau Badminton Hall for the National Tertiary Championships, brought to you by Badminton New Zealand and UTSNZ. It is the first time this Tertiary Championship has been live streamed, broadcast in any way, shape or form. So fantastic to bring you the coverage throughout New Zealand, indeed anywhere around the world. It's all level in this final Group A pool match. University of Auckland 1, AUT 1. And the tale of the tape so far is that Oscar Guo won the men's singles and Sally Fu won the women's singles. So who's going to break this tie open? Our next match, let's welcome them on court. It's the men's doubles. Some smiles, but I reckon nervous smiles, because it is an opportunity in the Tertiary Championship for the depth of all of our tertiary institutions to be tested, but it's also an opportunity, a wonderful chance for players to get on the court against international quality players and to make the most of that opportunity. And we've already seen today that that might just mean enjoying it and doing your best to play through a pretty tough scoreline. But to make the most of it, enjoy it, and what might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Duckman Vong and Leo Yan await their opponents from AUT. There is the tall figure of Adash Jayappa.
Okay. Can we have toss, please? Welcome. Welcome. All right. Got a black and red. Who is calling? Huh? Red. Red. You will receive. How are you? Who is going to serve? Cycle. Yeah. So serve. Okay. That one will serve and receive. You will receive. You may. Okay. Thanks.
We always get there eventually.
Yep.
Don't we? No, always get there eventually.
I guess it's quite hard for players that haven't had the experience with official umpires.
Some of them it's the first time.
Yeah.
Literally, isn't it? This tournament is the first time to go through some of this.
They could get quite overwhelmed by the line judges, umpires, and cameras as well.
Commentators.
Yep. But they can't hear us.
An owner pack making commentary on every shot. What's your preference, just quickly, in a top-level match? In mixed, if you and Ollie are playing, what would your choice be? Would you guys serve or receive? Do you have a preference?
I do. I have a preference. I prefer serving.
Yourself?
Yes. So
you would say, I want the shuttle?
Yep.
Let's have a look at our players in this one for AUT. Hugh Min Nguyen, first-year health science student at 19 years of age, out of Vietnam. He's come to New Zealand to study, but was telling me just an hour or so back that all of his family are here. So we welcome the Nguyen family and hope they're enjoying New Zealand in pretty unusual circumstances. Duckman Vong, 20 years of age, no stranger to those on the top level of the badminton circuit here in New Zealand. He's in his third year studying science at the University of Auckland, and he will partner Leo Yan at 20 years of age, also in his third year. He's studying law and commerce, so I bet he's a busy boy, trying to mix the lectures and the study, along with keeping fit and a focus on his badminton. Adash Jayappa, 31 years of age, second year at AUT, studying a postgrad diploma in business administration. Actually started playing badminton for the first time upon attending university, so late comer to the sport.
Well, he's also a professional poker player.
Oh, goodness me. So he's not going to give much away, is he? I would imagine. The look on the face won't tell us much. Do you guys play cards when you're touring or you're in camp or you're, you know, on a 12-hour plane journey somewhere? Do you guys, are there any card players?
Yeah, we played cards once when we were transiting through from China, the teams event, and we were playing Scum.
Oh, so not quite at the Texas Hold'em type level.
It was more competitive, going around, kind of like Go Fish and yeah.
Oh yeah, highbrow games.
It's more like a bragging rights game, so whoever wins will have that president feeling.
Doesn't have to pay for their takeaway at the next dinner stop, maybe. Just about ready to go. So this pairing would be the favourites going into this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, AUT represented by Adarsh Jayappa, Hugh Min Nguyen. And on my left, Auckland University, represented by Liu Yan, Dakman Wong. Dakman Wong to serve, He Min Yo, love ball, play. 1 love.
Good
Service
defense
over.
from Adash.
Yeah, first one might have had a bit of frame about it, but he got it back well.
Service over. 2-1. Out. Service over. 2 all.
A
3
few times
2.
this morning from Yan, just a little too quick on some of those shots at the net. Again, good defense from Jayapa.
4-2.
This could be a close game.
Service over. 3-4. Out. 4 all. Five, 4. Service over. 5 all.
The AUT combination would be pleased with this opening. Even more so now.
6-5. Service over. 6 all. All. 7-6. Out. 8-6.
Dakman Vong, even though he's not the most experienced in years, but certainly in terms of high-level play. Arguably, he's the senior player, so he
9,
probably needs to
6.
grab this game, doesn't he? Lead his combination here.
Service over. 7.
Oh, that didn't go over.
Sorry, correction. 10. 6.
Best net tumble in the history of the game. Tumbled under.
11-6. Interval.
Great to have the support of these top-level umpires, the likes of Vikash and others that are helping out across the weekends. And as you mentioned, Anona, many of these players have never played at this level of a tournament with this level of officialdom and the coverage, so it's a great experience for them all. So it was a good start from AUT, but Yan and Vong have just taken control, haven't they, in the last few points?
Yeah, I think
Court 1, 20 seconds.
Dakman's coming in
Court
for
1,
a few more
20
shots
seconds.
as well, and Adash and
Thank you.
Human is trying to get it away from Dakman.
Hugh Min was taught to play by his
11-6.
grandfather.
Play.
Hugh Min was 12 or 13.
Out. Service over. 7-11. Change.
It is such a family game, as I find a lot of the racket sports are, badminton, tennis. But if it's in the family, it just seems to be passed on. And of course, it can be played by all ages, can't it? You can play it well into your older years.
Service over. 12-7.
Good.
Seven. Fourteen, 7. Fifteen, 7.
Fascinating. Adash Jayapa with that background playing poker.
Out.
He's actually very
Service
emotive.
over.
He's actually showing us quite a lot with his
15.
emotions on the face.
9-15.
Well, yeah, question mark over the
good
serve.
serve.
It was good. It was ruled good, but gee, it must have been marginal.
Service over.
A bit rushed there as well.
16-9. Hold. 17-9.
How did you get started? Was it family for
Yes, yeah. Mum got me to try out all sorts of different sports.
18-9. Out.
Decorated New Zealand star,
19,
Anona Pack alongside in commentary for this one. There's Vong starting to exert some
20.
real authority.
Game point 9.
Yeah, that
Unlucky.
one lifted. It was unlucky from Jayapa
Yeah.
in the end, but the lift from Nguyen.
First game won by Auckland Uni 21-9.
And that good start seems a long time ago now for Jayapa and Nguyen. They led 6-5, but then just lost their way a little bit. Or was it more a case of Yan and Vong just taking control?
Yeah, I think Dagman just stepped up and started taking control in some shots, not letting the shots get past them and putting Adash and Huiman in pressure, yeah.
Chatting about it now to see if they can change the course of the match and stay competitive, but as I say, they led 6-5, so...
Jackman, can you put your... Ajay, can you put your clothes inside? Thank you.
Again, it's this sort of detail. I do love the game for its ethics, if you like. It's a very polite, very structured. Some of the rules, and an example there where your
Second
bag,
game.
your clothes, your rackets, they must
Love
be tucked
all.
away in the
Play.
player's box. Air shot there from
One
Nguyen.
love.
Good
That's
shot.
a beautiful shot, wasn't it?
Service over. 1 all.
Lovely.
2-1.
Just can't get
over.
over Dagman.
Two
Dagman's too
all.
powerful.
It's an unusual service action too, isn't it, from Adash Jayapa? Does look a little bit prone
3,
at times just to
2.
lifting the serve.
Four, 2.
Doubles and mixed, is it more common for a backhand serve?
Yeah.
Is it quite unusual to see a forehand serve?
I guess it's easier to control shots at the front as well after you serve short.
5-2.
Dangerous moments here as Yan and Vong kick clear early in the second, having won the first.
Seven, 2.
That's good.
Service over. 3-7. Service over. 8-3.
Another one.
Service over.
The big man has got some nice touches.
8.
Oh, and he's stretched to get across to that.
Service over. 9-4. Ten, 4.
This is starting to become a concern, isn't it? It's a lead out to, pretty sure it's 10-4, isn't it? Not the 8-4 that's been shown on our screens.
Eleven, 4 interval.
So we do go to the break 11-4. And you do sense a little bit like our singles matches, first for Oscar Guo and then for Sally Fu, that Yan and Vong here might be tough to roll with this sort of an advantage. But they've got to stay in the fight, haven't they, AUT? They've got to win the next point, aim for the next 2, maybe 3, get themselves back in the contest.
Yeah, they need to get it away from Dagman a little bit more. And with pressure on them, they need to slow down their pace as well.
Yeah, certainly Jayapa, for the taller of the two players, he's most adept in the front court, isn't he? Some of the angles off that backhand
11-4. Play.
Good shot.
Service over. 5-11. All right. Service over. 12-5. Out. Service over. 6-12.
I was going to say well left, but I'm not sure Nguyen could have played that if it was falling in. Okay, this is good. This is good.
7-12.
Not sure if you're hearing it through our effects microphones, but certainly sounds like the pitter-patter of rain on the roof here at Papakura. So that rain has arrived in Auckland.
Good smash from Puiman. Good serve.
9-12.
That's so unusual.
Catches you off guard as well.
Oh,
and
service
then
over.
Can't follow it up, and that was a crucial moment.
13-9.
Oh, he's got a lovely touch.
Service over. 10-13.
Just trying to
Service
slice across
over.
that one.
14.
Overdoes it.
10. (15-10).
If anything, he doesn't have the smash, does he? JR, but it appears almost every time he's looking to play the drop from the back of the court. Plays one with a little more pace that time, but it comes straight back from Vong.
10. Out. Service over. 11-16. Service over. 17-11.
Keep fighting.
Service over. 12-17. Service over. 18-12. Oh. 19-12. Service over. 13-19. Service over. 20. Match point 13.
And they do wrap it up. It was a really good fight from the AUT partnership of Adash Jayappa and Human Nguyen. But in the end, the class of Dakman Vong in particular, and Leo Yan also playing his part.
Won by Auckland Uni, 21-9, 21-13.
And that win gives the University of Auckland the slightest advantage after the 3 matches played. They lead at 2-1. Remember, AUT must win this to have any chance of a semi-final, which means they're all but. They have to win the remaining matches. And we have women's doubles and mixed to come. But that's it for the men's doubles. A win to the University of Auckland. It is the women's doubles up next.
We believe where you live shouldn't decide your destiny, and that any place can be a place of learning. So much of modern life has a handy home delivery option. Why not your education? Maybe you'll start your degree in the same space you share with your whānau, or from that corner of the spare room that catches the most sun. Start your new what at the place where where can be anywhere, online or on campus. Massey, New Zealand's leading online university. Apply now at massey.ac.nz.
FISU, World of University Sport.
Wellington taught me how to take a stance, question my beliefs, care about things, you know? It's a political town. People fight for the stuff that's important to them. Equality, art, sport, fashion, whatever it is. I love it. My life is so much bigger, more colourful, more interesting now.
Welcome back to the Counties Manukau Badminton Hall here in Papakura. A long time venue for badminton here in South Auckland. It's just about back in my hometown. Certainly just up the road in Manurewa. But it is the University of Auckland leading AUT in this hometown clash. The two tertiary institutes in the Auckland region, the two that are here anyway at the Badminton Nationals, going head to head. And on the back of that performance in the men's doubles, a win for Vong and Yan, they lead 2-1 over AUT. This is the final round of group play before we head into semi-finals tomorrow morning at 9:30. Confirmation of the order of matches today. Mixed doubles will finish us off well, I was going to say this afternoon. It's almost going to be this evening. But next up, let's welcome our women's doubles on court. Coverage on Sky Sport Next, and indeed being broadcast around the world on the networks of the FISU Badminton World University Championship. It is a compulsory sport now at the World University Summer Games. Of course, the University Summer Games replicate the Olympic Games for university athletes.
Good luck. Can we have toss, please? Toss. Who is calling? We have red and black. Red. Black. You will receive. Shaman will receive. And who is going to serve? You will serve. Okay. Thank you. All right. Take the shuttle and for warm up. Couple of shuttles. Yeah, let's go.
So final 2-minute warm-up now for these players. A chance to introduce the players to you. And it is a first appearance in this tie anyway for all four players. Don't have anyone backing up from the singles played earlier in the tie. Alyssa Tackle, 21 years of age, third year, studying towards a Bachelor of Commerce, and a player that is, again, familiar on the national scene, having played for her association for a number of years and also at New Zealand level. On the far side for AUT, Denise Mendonça, 24 years of age, and studying towards a postgrad health science certificate. Very new to the game, and across from her teammate Hannah Golbiowski, first year students studying health science, and with the end goal of becoming a physiotherapist. And closest to the camera, just ducking out of our camera shot at the moment. There she is. Thanks, Charmaine. Charmaine Wu, 19 years of age, second year students, studying in the Faculty of Science. So no question here that the international experience of Alyssa Tackle alongside Charmaine Wu makes the University of Auckland pairing very warm favourites, but good opportunity for Golbiowski and Mendonça to get out on court against a quality pairing. A win here for the University of Auckland would seal the tie and confirm their place in tomorrow morning's semi-finals. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, AUT, represented by Hannah Gowarski, Dennis Madonsa. And on my left, Auckland University, represented by Alicia Tagle and Charmaine Wu. Dennis Madonsa to serve, Charmaine Wu, love all, play. Service over, 1 love. Two love. Three love. Hold.
Just catching the frame
for
Golbiowski's racket.
Five love. Six love.
Always interested in the heritage and the cultural background, and did a little bit of digging before the match. I can tell you that
Seven
Hannah is
love.
Kiwi born and bred, but the Golbiowski is Polish from her grandfather.
8 love. Hold.
Denise
Nine
Mendonça,
love.
born in India, but essentially brought up here in New Zealand. But and her name has Portuguese aspects to it.
Yeah, also that they've started playing socially as well, so playing against Charmaine and Alyssa must be quite terrifying for them.
10 love.
Yeah, and listen, the result is immaterial here. This is just a great opportunity, and I hope they have the smiles on their faces throughout. That just a chance to play essentially against international quality opposition.
Interval.
Yeah.
And hopefully still have that fun and go away and take that into their social badminton. Tell some stories.
Yeah, hopefully they don't get put off by this.
And it is an aspect of the tertiary games, tertiary sport across any sport, that there will be times when depth will be a struggle at the very top level. And we are seeing some of New Zealand's best players
Court 1,
in this
20
tournament.
seconds.
And I think it's wonderful that it also sees those players
11
mix with
love.
social players.
Play. Love.
I think they're just hoping they can get on the board here.
14 love. Out.
Just long.
15 love.
And there it is.
Service over.
I can tell you, just off court and out of our camera view, Sally Fu was leading the applause for her teammates.
Service over. 16-1. Out. 17-1. One. Four. 19-1.
Oh, well done. Lovely distance there from Mendonça.
19. Service over. 20. Game point 2.
Oh.
Game.
Oh, the teammates got very social. There was no social distancing there, was there? Hey? Both going for the same shuffle, and that wraps up the first game. And as you can see from the way this one is playing out, that it is going to be the University of Auckland. Touch wood that nothing untoward occurs, that will make their way through on top of Group A and into the semi-finals. Taking out that first game, 21-2. It is such a popular game, though, at community level, social badminton. I know throughout the Learn Coach New Zealand League being played out at Waitakere that there was still, I don't know, half a dozen other courts every night that we were there playing, and I was commentating, you were playing, but all the other courts just so busy. You couldn't get a car park, you know, the place was so busy. More or less 7 nights a week. So the game's going great, isn't it, in the community?
It just suits all players, all levels, all ages. And yeah, it's a fun game to play.
Second game, love all, play. One, love.
Oh, smash it away. Good on you, Denise. In fact, it was Hannah that finished that one off.
Service over. 2, 1.
I'm sure that Denise and Hannah, and indeed any others that are here at this tournament, and largely social players, as Denise does smash that one away, that the benefit just in being in the same gym, the same hall, and watching the quality of these players, they've got to be learning. They've got to be picking up some great stuff.
Well, it seems like they've changed tactics as well, because they've been hitting most to Charmaine and trying to get it away from Melissa.
5-2. Six, 2. Seven, 2.
So the way things are shaping up, as expected, Auckland University 1 are going to come through Group A, top of the pops, and subject to the Massey Otago clash.
9-2.
Likely to be Massey. They had easy wins over Victoria University and University of Auckland number 2 team. They would have been favourites against Otago. That match is being played right now on another court. As this one goes to the interval. It's shaping up that those 2 teams will stay away from each other in the semi-finals and likely to meet in the final. And that's going to be a wonderful clash. I know I'm jumping ahead here, but semis tomorrow, 9:30, and the final at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And if anyone wants to come along and within the social gathering limitations, of course, that will be monitored by the team here. So it's going to be some wonderful badminton on show.
(11-2) play. (12-2). (13-2).
This match will be followed by a mixed doubles, which becomes academic in the overall outcome of this tie. It will feature Nico Taggel and Deborah Yin up against Kevin Zhang and Alicia Fong.
(16-2). (17-2).
Well played.
Service over.
Well played. And as I say, they'll be getting an awful lot out of this, Hannah and Denise.
Yeah, I'm guessing what they've learned here will take it back to where they played socially as well. And that's how you share knowledge.
19-3.
Go and brag about it a little too. Go and show off a little. You know, we were on the same court as Taggel and Wu, and our match was live streamed.
Also, it might not seem big, but representing for a university is quite huge.
Of course.
Match point 3.
And that will wrap it up. 2-3. Comprehensive win for Alyssa Taggel and Charmaine Wu, a match that was never really in question as far as the result goes, but credit to both pairings. Played in the right spirit and with good intentions.
Auckland University 21-2, 21-3.
And that confirms the victory in the tie for University of Auckland. And AUT's hopes of making the semi-finals are officially dashed, as we have just the one match to play now this evening here at Papakura, and that is Mixed doubles, next up. Stay with us. The final match in this final round robin clash.
This is our place. A place where people form close connections on journeys of discovery and belonging. From rugged mountain ranges to rich harbour waters, this place brings people together, going further by collaborating, turning daydreams into dream careers. This is our place, and this is who we are. Science at Otago.
I'm researching the connection between Māori communities and geothermal resources so that we as engineers, scientists and decision makers respect Māori values and better integrate those values into geothermal engineering. The university's sustainability goals in terms of energy align closely with Aotearoa's sustainability goals, and there's a lot of research coming out of the university that works towards that. That's what makes me so passionate about this, is I'm helping people that I love, especially with Aotearoa's growing ambition to energy sustainability.
Our final match of pool play here at the New Zealand Tertiary Games, brought to you by Badminton New Zealand and UTSNZ, between University of Auckland and AUT. The tie already is won by Auckland University, 3-1. But this one is a little bit of bragging rights in the mixed doubles. Let's welcome our players out on our show courts. Group A, University of Auckland 1, AUT and University of Waikato. And Group B featuring Massey University, who we will see tomorrow in our broadcast in the semi-finals. University of Otago, University of Auckland 2 and Victoria University of Wellington. So I think we've seen all but Massey in our coverage today, but as I say, we will see Massey tomorrow in the semi-finals. Vikash Mukherjee again in control of this one.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay. So red and black. Red. You will serve. Receive. Okay, thank you.
Chance to introduce, I'd say, 2 of the 4 players. I think I'm right in saying that we haven't today seen Deborah Yin or Alicia Fong. So we have seen Kevin Zhang and... No, we haven't seen Nico yet today. Well, in this tie anyway. Let's have a look at them. That's the best thing. Let's just go straight to the details. Deborah Yin at 23 years of age, 5th year student, studying towards an engineering degree. Played in the earlier tie in women's doubles, didn't play in the mixed, but has switched out with Alyssa Taggle for this one. Kevin Zhang for AUT, played in the singles earlier and put up a good fight against Oscar Guo. 24 years of age, 4th year, study towards becoming a physio. And he will partner Alicia Fong at 18 years of age, 1st year student. And yep, you guessed it, wants to become a physio. Studying health science. And closest to camera is Nico Taggle, 23 years of age, studying towards a degree in commerce, 6th year student, but I think has taken time off over the course of those 6 years to pursue his badminton. And also Anona Packer, I think he's had, I'm touching wood right now because I wish him well here, but I think he's had more than his share of injuries, hasn't he, Nico?
Yep. Ranges from his knees and his back.
Players ready to play.
Seems to be doing all right now.
Yeah, you touch wood too. But, yeah, I think he missed the Learn Coach New Zealand League, came in as a replacement player almost in the last round, but missed that league, I think, through a back injury that he was rehabbing. But he'd come right at about the time that competition was being played, but did sit out the majority of that competition, but he does look fit and strong. So this one is consolation only, or in the case of the University of Auckland, it's a bit of match practice perhaps, and helping them decide on their best combinations for the semi-finals tomorrow morning.
Yep,
ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Auckland University, represented by Nico Taggle, Deborah Yin. And on my left, AUT, represented by Kevin Zhang, Alicia Fong. Kevin Zhang to serve, Nico Taggle, love all, play. Out. Service over. 1 love.
Kevin starts off with a flick serve.
Two love. Out.
And of course, this is very much an area of expertise for you in your partnership with Oliver Leyden-Davis in mixed. And when Ollie's been alongside me in commentary, taught me a great deal, and in particular talked about the first 3 or 4 points in the rally.
Yeah, the first 3 is very important because it sets you up of the next few points afterwards as well.
2, 3.
I should say shots, of course, in the rally. But Ollie pointing out, of course, and I'd never really thought of it, that you can actually almost script, you can almost rehearse. If I serve here, we've got a fair idea that this is where it's going to come back to. So you're almost planning the point, aren't you?
Yep, so we have our different agreements on what shots to cover and after each serves as well. So variety in our serves is very important.
6-2. Service over. 3-6.
So look for that here anyway. Look for that in terms of the serve and then players move.
Service over.
And in essence, premeditate. They get themselves into a position to cover certain shots.
Service over. 9-4-7. Up. 8-4.
Well, anticipated there by Yin.
4. Ten, 4. Eleven, 4. Interval.
Chance for the players to just reassess and have a chat. What do you know about Deborah Yin? Anona, do you know much about her? Or that?
I've played, me and her sister, her older sister, we're in the same age group, so we used to play together as well, and Deborah would be around at the hall with her sister when she comes training. So Deborah started badminton quite young as well.
I think she's tended in
Code
recent years to
120
focus on her
code
studies, I think, hasn't she?
120
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah. So she played World Juniors as well the year before Sally and Alyssa played. I think she was in the same team with Sally.
11-4.
Went to
Play.
Peru for that.
Service over. 5-11. Service over. 12-5.
Yeah, back when Deborah was still competing, she was a good solid singles player.
Service over.
Good drop
6,
shot from Kevin
12.
there as well.
Out. Service over. 13-6.
Oh, an opportunity there for Fong, and she knows it.
14-6.
It's one of those ones where, for me, it's the equivalent of walking in and finding out that the buffet dinner's free at the hotel.
15-6.
My eyes light up. Before you know it, you've dropped your plate. Oh, great coverage, Kevin Zhang.
Service over. 7-15. Service over. 16-7.
Oh, good scrambling
Service
from
over.
Tagle, but eventually
8-16.
offensive pressure told.
Service over. 17-8.
Oh, good shot,
Service
Kevin.
over. 9-17. Out. 10-17. Service over. 18-10. $19-10.
This is impressive from the Auckland University combination.
Out. Service over. 11-19. Service over. 20. Game point 11. game. First game won by Auckland Uni, 21-11.
Yeah, and scoreline pretty much tells the tale. Zhang and Fong by no means outclassed, but just that added edge of pace and control off the rackets of Tagle and Yin, and they were always in control. I should also point out that earlier today, I did give Nico Tagle a bit of a hard time about a very scrunched up looking uniform. I thought, you typical university student, you've never ironed anything in your life, and Rainer jumped in there as well, co-commentating with me. But you know what? I've since found out that this University of Auckland team, there's 2 teams here today.
Yep.
And they are short on uniforms. They've literally been sending them out and having them washed and dried that quickly between matches, between ties. So I take it back, Nico.
Low ball.
I take it back. They are doing the best they can with limited resources.
I guess you wouldn't want to wear a wet, cold shirt after you wash it either.
2 love.
There's not many spectators around in the hall, but I know that there's people watching from their home because I just got a message from Justine and Rebecca.
1,
and they want me to give them a shout out. So hi Rebecca, hi Justine, Dylan and Marnie as well.
Am I right in guessing, I think I know who quite a few of them are, even just with the first names? Yeah.
Yep. So they're watching from their rooms.
Service over. 3-2.
Zhang and Fong need to stay very close here. Got to try and maintain contact here with Tagle and Yin. Good rally, really good rally from both pairings.
Service over, 3-4.
The turnovers and the attacking as well on both sides.
Service over, 5-3. Six, 3.
Oh, lightning reflexes, Nico Tagle. Goodness me. And it is a hallmark of his game, isn't it? He is very athletic, very quick.
9-3.
Oh, good save.
Oh my goodness, he apologises, but
10-3.
The fact that he got there to get a racket on it. Oh, and again.
11-3 interval.
Wow. Just a succession. I mean, that's just outright brilliance. I don't know you can coach that.
He just jumped up and rotated and just, did a backhand cross-court smash.
Oh, my goodness, that is so good to watch. And it's done with such a nonchalance as well. Really is great to see young Nico Tagle back out there. And meantime, they've taken control of this match, haven't they?
Looks like his back's all recovered with that turn.
And I reckon...
Code 1, 20 seconds. Code 1, 20 seconds.
I reckon he's put the work in rehab as well. That's what I was
11-3 play.
He's pretty dedicated.
Out. Service over. 4 11. Hold. 5, 11. Service over. 12, 5. Out. Service over. 6, 12. Four. Service over.
Deborah's really dominating that
13.
net.
13, 7. 13, 6. Yeah. Service over. 7, 13.
Haven't quite put this one away just yet. Tagal and Yin.
Service over. 14, 7. Service over. 8, 14. Service over. 15, 8. Service over. 9, 15. Ten, 15.
Chang and Fong are just hanging around here. They get a little run of points. They're right back in the second game. Oh, that is class.
Service over. 16, 10.
Good battle there at the net as well.
Yeah, it was like Yin did all the hard work and then Nico just took the glory, didn't he? But it was a good shot. Oh.
Oh.
Service over. 11, 16.
Good defense, Deborah.
Service over. 17, 11.
They've just sort of held them at arm's length and now they've gone out to 6-point margin. It might be enough.
Service over. 12, 17.
Oh.
Service over. 18, 12.
I mean, the shot execution was brilliant, but to think of that shot in that moment.
Nineteen, 12. Service over. 13, 19. (14, 19).
Maybe a cross court would be better, like before.
Yeah, and I think he got as much frame on that as he did strings, didn't he, as well? So perhaps he was even in two minds.
Service over. 20. Match point 14.
And they do wrap it up. Really impressive, this combination. Nico Tagal, we know a lot about. I haven't seen much of Deborah Yin, but she is mightily impressive. So too this University of Auckland team as they stamp their authority on Group A. and
Match
confirm their
won
place
by Auckland
in
Unit,
tomorrow's semi-finals.
21-11, 21-14.
Zhang and Fong were pretty competitive, as Zhang was in his singles loss to Oscar Guo, but in the end just couldn't match it with a very good pairing. And this Auckland University team, Anona Pack, I think they'll go into tomorrow now as favourites to win this whole thing, but really impressed with the way they played today.
Yep. So, yeah, good job to everyone that played today, and we'll come back tomorrow again.
Well, chance now to catch up with the respective teams after a pretty fierce tie. I mean, I know you guys have come out on top in the end, but gee, I thought the men's singles, I thought Zhang played well, but Oscar was just in great form, wasn't he? So you must be pleased. You go into the finals now tomorrow, semi-finals, with a great deal of confidence.
Yeah, it was a good game today. So there were a few of the just really well played for our team. So.
And for you guys, I mean, it's ultimately you've fallen short of going on through, but again, some great matchups. But also, just want to talk about the opportunity for some of your players who are essentially social players, but get the chance to play in this environment. It just must be a cool experience.
Yeah, no, it's really good. We decided to bring down a set of eight players, just so we can get more reps in for everyone. Some tough games there, but a lot of good experience for everyone. So hopefully, bring that into tomorrow.
Good stuff. Well done, guys. Congratulations to both teams today, and in particular to the University of Auckland team, who now progress as Group A winners into the semi-finals. As to who they will play and who the other two semi-finalists will be, we'll have to wait and see how those other results are playing out from the outer courts here at Papakura at the county's Manukau Badminton Hall. That is us, though, for today. It wraps things up in terms of our live coverage. Look forward to your company once again, though. Tomorrow morning, we take to the court again at 9:30 for our semi-finals, and then we have our final tomorrow afternoon. Make sure you join us on Sky Sport Next, or wherever you're watching around New Zealand, indeed around the world. Tomorrow, it's finals day at the Badminton New Zealand Tertiary National Championships.